Okay. So let's see how we do today. Right, a little bit shaky perhaps, but we're off. Hi, I'm Robin. I live here in Cornwall in the UK, and today, although I live in Houston, we are in Truro. We're doing a little jolly from Boscawen Park, which is by the river in Truro, into the town centre, and the purpose of the trip is to go to the dentist. So, you know, going to the dentist is perhaps not the most fun thing to be doing, so I thought we'd make it a little bit more fun by bringing the 9-bot out. Now, if you've watched my videos before, you'll know I've got two machines. I've got the 9-bot 1E Plus, which is what I'm riding now, and I've got the Kingsong 16X, which is a more powerful, heavier machine, which I've done a couple of videos riding that. But the reason I'm on the 9-bot today is because we're going into town. It's a little bit more crowded, and when I'm around people I prefer to ride the lighter machine, and not only that, it's easier just to sling it in the back of the car. Now, the 9-bot 1E, which I really like it, I really do, but it's not a modern machine. Blimey. That was a bit narrow. 9-bot 1 machine is not a modern EUC. It's probably about 5 years old now, and you don't see many people riding it anymore, but I always have enjoyed it. It's very agile, and it's just fun to ride. But like I say, today, that was very bumpy. But yeah, we're by the river, and we're heading for Truro. I've decided to film it as well, and it's just this machine. As I might have said before, I ride it as much as I ride the Kingsong because it's just a pleasant machine. It's light and it's agile, and I mean, I'm not only rolling along at 6 miles an hour, but that's all you need, isn't it? I mean, the Kingsong will do 30, not that you'll catch me doing 30 on it, mind, but it will. This thing tops out about 12. Whoop, right. There we go. So I'm going to stop here a minute. A couple of reasons I want to stop. Just make sure it's still recording. A couple of times I've been riding this, and the GoPro stopped on me, so I've lost my recording, which is not so good. Like I say, I'm in Truro today. Truro technically is a city, not a town, and that's because of the cathedral over there. I'm sure everybody knew that, but there you go. So I think we're going to move to the road, because there's people on the pavement, and the track there is not as good. So this thing will do, I think it'll do about 12 miles an hour if you wanted to. It'll chime at me complaining if I go too fast. Funny thing about the 9-bot, it was a hugely popular machine when it was first produced. Probably one of the machines that got EUCs really going. But because it was so popular, they made a lot, and people upgraded them. You know, you could upgrade them with coloured lights and different handles and even bigger batteries, and I was going to do the same, but when I looked at the way I was riding it, I don't need it. I don't need a bigger battery, and I really appreciate the fact it's light. The modern machines now are getting big and heavy, which is, you know, horses for courses, but why not have a very light machine? Right? See, I'm doing 10 miles an hour.
100% full battery, 89%, 7 minutes from start. Tour recording active. Data logging active.
So we're riding on the road. I'm not going to stay on the road, I'm going to get on the pavement very shortly. But I tell you this, although, you know, I'm wafting along quite gently here, but there's some bumps through. Like I say, I'm wafting along quite gently, but even so, any EUC, you really do cover ground. It's amazing. See how we do over a bump. Yeah. Now we're back on the pavement. See, this is the other thing with the EUCs. I mean, I think they're getting a little bit more common, but I've never seen another one in Cornwall. I'm sure there are, but I've never seen one. And people are not used to seeing them, so they react to you, which is quite fun. Now here's an interesting bit. We're going to go through the subway now, and this represents a bit of down here, which shouldn't be too challenging, but you see these pedestrian ramps for, well, how cool is that? And, you know, we've no sooner set off really, and we're here, which is pretty good. And now we're going to go up, which, although, like I say, it's not the most powerful machine in the world, but it really doesn't have any problem with these ramps, not at all. Right, over a little bump, and there we are. We're in Truro. Well, we're heading for the square at the moment. I'm a little bit early. I don't have to be here this soon. Oh, right. So the King Song is quite capable of going up and down curbs, but the 9-bot, I have done it, but it was very abrupt. There's the cathedral again, and it's a bit too abrupt really. So we're heading to the square. I'm not sure what time it is, but it's a bit early for my dentist appointment. So what we'll do is, like I say, getting on and off these things is principally the main challenge. Well, getting off's relatively easy, but getting on it is a bit more challenging. So now we're heading for the square, and we're just going to ride around the square. So just for fun. I haven't put the stabilizer on my GoPro again because it makes it heavy. And try and hold it as steady as I can, but this is the square. We go a bit faster. Oh yeah, you're right.
87%, 12 minutes from start. Tour recording active. Data logging active.
So I've got a natural tendency to turn anti-clockwise, and I noticed I do this a lot because I find it easier. I've always, since I ever started riding these things, I've always found it easier to turn left than to turn right. So really, the consequences of that, I should turn right more, shouldn't I? Right. Good morning. So anyway, that's enough messing about. I thought I'd just not to go too fast. Ooh, that was a bump. So now we're heading for the centre. We're on the cobbles. Anybody who knows me, I do not like cobbles, but here we go. Very, 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 very bumpy. And into Helston we go, and into Truro we go. There we go. Right. Fortunately, even though we're in town, there isn't much traffic.
GPS signal lost. GPS signal regained.
So we're heading for the dentist now. I was going too fast. That beep was because I actually hit the speed limit for the machine, which I think is about 12 miles an hour, and it complains loudly. Doesn't like me for doing it. And here we are. We have, as they say, arrived. That's the dentist. So getting off is somewhat easier than getting on. So that's the dentist. We've arrived at our destination. So I'll go and see how I get on. It's only a routine check, so we should do all right.